This week I've been working on dehydrating canned fruits. I have a lot of fruits that are approaching their best by date, and I want to turn them into long-term storage and make some room in my food storage because Thanksgiving's just around the corner and they always have good canned goods sales on at Thanksgiving. Here I have peaches, pineapple, and fruit cocktail that I've dehydrated. I'm going to rehydrate some of the fruit cocktail to show you how well these fruits rehydrate. I just put some in a jar, add some water, it's just at room temperature, and let it sit. Here it is 3.5 hours later. It's amazing that this fruit will rehydrate back to its original state. When the fruit is rehydrated, it is now in water, not in a syrup. So it's not going to be as sweet as it was straight from the can. If you want to bring back that sweetness, you can just add a little bit of sugar to the water. Here's some that I rehydrated in the refrigerator overnight. This is some fruit cocktail that I dehydrated last year, and it's still holding up just fine. As to the shelf life of this dehydrated fruit, I can't tell you. I've heard all sorts of different things, anywhere from 6 months to 30 years. I don't know. I can vouch for 1 year. To dehydrate the fruit, all I do is drain it and spread it out on the dehydrator tray. I found that the grapes take a little longer to dehydrate, so I cut them in half. I stacked up the dehydrator trays and dehydrated the fruit at 135. The dehydrating time will vary depending on the type of dehydrator you're using and how many trays you have. After 12 hours, the fruit was dry but still somewhat sticky, so I pulled it off of the trays, stirred it around, and then I dehydrated it for a couple more hours. So I made some Jell-O and mixed the fruit cocktail into it, and I want to try a product that Cat's Cradle told me about called Spiff-E-Whip. I bought this from a website called Augason Farms. You just mix equal amounts of Spiff-E-Whip and ice cold water. One thing about these videos, you see parts of your body that you've never seen before. My elbow sure could use a facelift. I tell you, a lot of us that make YouTube videos, we really have to swallow our pride to make these things. As you can see, I have a new gadget in the house. This little rotary beater works pretty good. And I bought it so that I can make things like Spiff-E-Whip, or if I need to make my own mayonnaise without electricity. I tell you, Cat's Cradle is right. The Spiff-E-Whip is good. It's better than Cool Whip. It's a lot richer. So that's how I dehydrate canned fruits. You can make a little go a long way if you add it to Jell-O. My husband doesn't like fruit in his Jell-O, so I had to make his plain. And you have to try the Spiff-E-Whip. It's absolutely fabulous. And I'd like to repeat once again that I don't make any money from any companies or products or websites that I recommend. Don't have a problem with people that do, as long as they do it honestly. It's just not for me. I'm trying to keep it simple. Hope it helps.